what is millinery?
Well, the word millinery is really used as a term for hat making. So, you know, to describe millinery in a word or it's the creation of a headpiece or a hat.
Aoife, how important do you think millinery is in Ireland at the moment?
I think it's really a growing industry. People are wearing hats again. They did kind of level off for a few years, but you know, weddings are happening every weekend all around the country, so people want to wear hats. So it's definitely an industry that's growing. And of course, racing here is huge in Ireland, and you know, there's such amazing prizes for best dressed competitions that people want to be wearing a hat. So there's definitely a demand for hats.
Marietta, what do you think makes a good milliner?
A good milliner to me understands the customer and what the lady in question wants. Also, a good milliner understands, you know, creativity, has that lovely balance between expressing themselves and having it functional.
We spent about 2 months with Philip Tracy in his studio, and I went on then to work with Stephen Jones, who works in Covent Garden. So you're in London City. It was an amazing experience. Again, a totally different experience, but I learned so much from it.
Next up on The Hat Show, we have Jamie Nancy Barron.
Well, I come from a family of craftspeople, really. My grandmother was a avid knitter, my mother was a seamstress, so I kind of always was around people who were making things.
Tell us about what you've brought here today to show us.
So what we have here is just to show you some old tools of the trade, including myself, by the way. Right? But the equipment I have here is just to give you an idea. Like, this is a very old hat sewing machine. Hat sewing machines are very, very small. This dates back to the 1800s.
Wow.
And in fact is a working machine.
So
and
this still works?
This still works in a round form.
Yeah. Welcome back to part 2 of The Hat Show on Irish TV. We are continuing our millinery journey by meeting some more key players who are at the top of their game in the Irish hat industry. Sarah, you have trained extensively in millinery. Tell me a little bit more about this.
Yeah, I won an internship a few years ago with Stephen Jones. And for those of you that don't know Stephen Jones actually trained Philip Tracy and people like Noel Stewart and Emma Yeo. They're up-and-coming milliners at the moment.
Aoife, you use a very different technique in your millinery. You use vintage hat blocks. Can you tell me more about this?
Yes, well, I suppose the difference between the way I work and other milliners might work is everything is completely hand done.
Hello and a warm welcome to the 3rd episode of The Hat Show. I'm Emily O'Donnell, and ever since I was a young girl, I've always dreamed of hosting my own Mad Hatter's Tea Party. So where better to invite the best of the West, only to the world-renowned Philip Tracy designed G Hotel in Galway for an afternoon of all things hats. So sit back and enjoy this special fun episode of The Hat Show. How do you go about establishing a really good customer base and loyal clients? Is it difficult?
Well, for me, it's about clients coming to my studio. It's not just about, you know, getting a hat to match an outfit.
The Mad Hatter's Tea Party is just about to commence here, and not only do we have gorgeous treats here, we also have a few surprises in store for the milliners. So stay tuned to The Hat Show. Well, unfortunately, at this Mad Hatter's Tea Party, we're not going to pull a rabbit out of the hat, but we are going to pull a few surprise questions out of the hat box here for our milliners. Start with you, Claire, if you would like to draw out a question.
Okay.
Okay.